Hey everyone, Gary Jibilian here. I want to give a brief rig rundown. My signal chain from the NS all the way through the pedal board to the amp. So here we go. I'm going to show you from the instrument. So here's my NS stick, and I run in mono, so I don't use a stereo cable. I use a basic 1/4 inch guitar cable. So that comes out of the instrument into the Roland GK3 MIDI pickup. So that goes into there, and here I have taken the knob off because I don't want to accidentally turn the volume down, and it's always, I just leave it cranked all the way. I have a piece of gaff tape here which looks like it needs to be replaced. And I have that set in the middle and taped down so I don't accidentally nudge that. So it has both the MIDI pickup and the signal coming from the NS together. And here I've also epoxied, put a bit of epoxy on the edge of these buttons, because I used to accidentally hit those, and I could have taken the cover off the back plate for the pickup and just remove those buttons. It's pretty simple to do if the instrument's not already attached, or the pickup's not attached to the instrument already. So that's my fix for now. And then if the 13-pin Roland cable came out of there, it would go in to the Roland Guitar Synth GR20, and this is my MIDI floor unit, and I do the switching either here, up or down, up, down, or the way I really like to have it is this MIDI switching, MIDI in, MIDI out from my Boss GT8. So the Boss GT8 is controlling the Roland. And so once the 13 pins come in here, and then they go out, the signal goes out into the Boss GT8, out of the Boss GT8, into the mix in of the GR20. Out of the GR20 we go, follow this here, into my Digitech whammy pedal. And then out of there we come around here, goes through this tube and into the Boss RC50 loop station. So we have that in, and then the output of this goes into my rig, my amp. For a while now I've been loving this rig. I'm in Euphonic Audio in Dorsey, and love their stuff. Been using it for years now, since 2003 maybe, and this is their 410. It's amazing, and lightweight cabinet for its size. I think it's like 54 pounds or 57 pounds, and it sounds amazing. Actually it has no sound of its own. It's pretty flat response. That's the EA's thing. They feel their cabinets shouldn't have a sound, so they should reproduce whatever the player wants to put in, and EQ, your own sound. So that's their thing. And here's the orange monster amp that I've been using for about 4 years now, and I just love it. It's the Terror Bass 1000 watts, 2 tube pre's, and plenty of headroom. I rarely ever turn this thing up to past two or three, and I just love it. And it's built like a tank too. It's a little toaster built like a tank. Toaster tank. My other rig that I have is the EA 210, which is another amazing amp. It's perfect for leaving it set up here in my tiny place. So there's the EA iAmp Micro 300. This thing's amazing. If you can see it as good in this light, but weighs 2.5 pounds. Could fit in your gig bag in the pouch. Take it on a plane, and it's a little monster itself for its size. And 2-channel EQ set to each channel. So it's very, very happy with this. Had this for quite a while now. And this is pretty much my rig that stays here. I have a 110 cabinet as well, EA cabinet. And then the latest addition to the arsenal is the Boss guitar synthesizer SY300. So this unit is pretty powerful unit in itself, just self-contained. Tons of stuff in this. Still haven't scratched the surface, just barely getting to know this pedal. I will be doing some demo videos, running through some of these patches. Here we have layered organ patch, which sounds like a bad porno, but it's pretty amazing. This whole, I used some of this in this one here, Main Cora. That's when we play with Alex Cora on his tune Air Pirate. I play this to add some synth in certain parts, and it's really cool pedal. The way that's rigged is through the external loop of the Boss GT8. Send goes out, goes to the input, pretty basic, back into the return of the external loop of the Boss. And that's about it. There's let's see, there's this output volume for the looper. This is pretty handy. That's coming off of this, the expression pedal, and what that does is it just controls the volume, overall volume of the whatever's looped. It's not, it has to be looped for this to operate. So this is the last thing in my signal chain. If it gets to be too loud, I crank it back a bit and adjust it accordingly. And I did have a switcher which went from this wire here, controlled the patch up and down, or actually it was only up. It would go up when I pressed it here, and I used it just for 1 or 2 tunes. It came in handy, and then that broke and I never replaced it. I haven't needed to, so it's just sitting there. Might get a new one day if I need to. But and this pedal board used to be a DX7 case, and Jeff Marsh, Jay's good friend, longtime friend, and I play with him and his son Patrick Marsh from time to time. We have some gigs together, and he was throwing this away, asked if anyone needed it, and Jay said, yeah, that's Gary's new pedal board. So I owe a lot to Jay for building this, pretty much retrofitting it, and he drilled out all of the rivets here. I helped him. He gives me too much credit. I think it was his idea, his design, and it's been since 2009 when we hit the road, went back east. It came in handy big time for that tour. So he custom made all this and the wiring, and it's holding up pretty well. I think it needs a new re-velcroed. It needs some more new Velcro here in certain spots, but that's about it for now. And if you like this video and want to see more demos that I'm going to be doing, both playing riffs and exercises on the NS stick, and different effects pedals that I use, I'll be doing more videos and uploading them hopefully soon. Just takes a lot of time to tape these, have them come out decent enough where I'd feel okay and good enough to post, and then there's all the editing, which takes a ton of time. But I'm working on it. It's one of my goals, and If you like this video, want to subscribe to my channel, that'd be great. I really appreciate it. And until next time, thanks a million from Gary Jibilian. Ha ha.